hip hop was the rebellious nature of it. Okay? Hip hop within itself is a rebellious culture. That's what makes it its own culture. You're rebelling against the status quo. You're rebelling against the mainstream. You're creating your own culture while remaining somewhat anonymous, playing by your own rules, getting notoriety, playing by your own rules, yet not having your real government identity revealed, but showing your artistic value. That's really what hip hop is all about. Puerto Ricans, for the most part, they've always tried to amalgamate inside of white society. You could not have created hip hop because the energy that you have as a culture is in hip hop. We know that we're on the outside of the mainstream. So we knew the importance of creating our own culture within the society. Because we knew we were not going to get in certain doors as foundational black Americans. Puerto Ricans thought, okay, if I just kind of walk a certain way and comb my hair a certain way, I can get accepted as white at some point. That's the antithesis of hip hop. Now, you have some who were so enamored by the culture, they started to be students of the culture later on down the line of hip hop. But let's go back to the graffiti thing. So graffiti, modern graffiti, was basically spray painting or painting your name or painting some art in a vandalism type of way, yet in an artistic way, for the purpose of elevating your brand name while remaining anonymous. I want you to catch that. That's what makes modern graffiti modern graffiti. That's what made it a part of hip hop culture. You are using vandalism as art, elevating your name, yet remaining anonymous. Because that was the part of the graffiti artist. The name of the game was to remain anonymous. That's why you would put up nicknames. That was the appeal of it. You would get your name in the paper, you would vandalize and put artwork on a building, and the city would talk about it, you would tag, and nobody knew who you were. A lot of these guys were under the radar. That's why you don't know the real identity of a lot of these guys now, okay? So Cornbread was the first person to do that. Cornbread out of Philadelphia, and by the way, I talked to Cornbread a couple of days ago. He's still alive. He's going to be in this new documentary we're doing, okay? Cornbread is still alive. Cornbread started tagging when he was in the juvenile facility, a youth detention center, 1965. He would tag his name in there. When he got released in 67, then he started to tag his name all over Philadelphia.